Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie, shaking a little packet of seeds here on the channel. It's called Fitter Philosophy. It's basically Stoic philosophy, practical life experience stuff. And at the moment the sun is shining. We're well into springtime now in the Northern Hemisphere. And I'm planting seeds. This is a pea. It's called Meteor, which is a fairly reliable, non-exotic, standard and yielding variety of pea. Pea is a climber. It starts off a straggly single shoot that winds its way up and then produces little green tendrils to cling on to whatever it can find to help it continue onwards and upwards, where it then produces small flowers and then pods, and inside these pods are peas. Peas are a protein-rich, very healthy and universal vegetable which are acceptable to people of all ages, particularly kids. Kids love peas, and in particular kids, children, they like going out into a garden or even a balcony in a block of flats where the peas are growing, and they can just pick one of the pods, they can pop it open and they can eat the peas inside completely raw, which happen to be organic, which happen to be very, very healthy, and they're like sweeties. Most importantly for children is the actual physical hands-on experience of getting a plastic plant pot, right? Or any container will do. You can recycle milk cartons, juice cartons, so long as they're thoroughly washed out and so long as you puncture holes in the bottom for drainage. And all you need is a little bit of potting compost, a little bit of soil, and the seeds. When the kids plant the seeds, they're involved, they watch them grow, they watch them develop, and they are delighted, they're engaged, they're entertained. It's the sudden realization to children that food doesn't come from supermarkets at all. Food comes from fields. It comes from orchards. It comes from polytunnels. But it goes to supermarkets. And the supermarkets make a big hefty markup before they sell them on to us. And it's not until we know the nutritional value of food and where food comes from that we fully understand and share with the children, because they need to know for their survival. It's down to basically survival now. The poisons, the chemicals, the processing, the addictive additions of, it's not just sugar and monosodium glutamate anymore. There's other things going into the food supply to suppress human health. And there's a simple reason for this. It's an investment. The less healthy people are, the more they can be manipulated. It's a simple equation, and often it's too late for the adults, because adults are absolutely institutionalized with the convenience of their life. But there's still time and hope for the children. That even in the more enlightened schools, when they're getting taught the curriculum to be economic units, somewhere in there's a chance that they're learning something that needs to be learned, and that is the cycle of life. So when they grow up, they have a better awareness of what gives us life, what life is, and the absence of life. How in this matrix in which we are temporarily located, all life depends on death, and all death is utterly dependent on life. The two are inseparable. And yet there is a deeper layer of death, and a higher layer of life. And this is a perception which is being lost to so many humans who live in the illusion of the material world. But if we just start with the extraordinary situation, to kids anyway, of just planting a seed, planting a little green egg into the soil, watering it, feeding it occasionally, letting it grow, and enjoying the yield of patience, time, and investment. Now, that's another benefit to children of growing stuff, because that translates into adult life, doesn't it?